Our next comedian was a 4-year member of his high school's spirit squad. Tony, you ain't got no alibi. Give it up for Tony Lee, everybody.
That would have been funny if I went to high school for 4 years.
Say it relate.
I had to fight a 9-year-old for this hat today. As I should have. So, I'm at work, right? And I'm thinking of this thing that my dad was saying to me, like, fucking hey, I fucked that delivery up. So, hang on.
Rewind. Right.
So, at work earlier today, and I just started a new job. I've only been there like not even 90 days. And this guy asked me, like, you know, how you liking it? Just some cocky fucking thing that you hear all the time when you're starting a new job. And like, it just kind of came out of me from just, my dad has said a lot of things that really apply to my life at just good points. Like, my dad told me once, and I think about it almost every day, he said, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. So, you know, this guy with his dumb fucking question, like, how you liking it? Like, I'm still here, you know, so I'm like, I told him, like, my dad told me once, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. And he goes, fuck you and fuck your dad, I'm working. Busting my ass out here, god damn it. Has anyone else noticed how everyone who speaks out against Trump lately is either dead or a sex offender now? Or in my case, like soon to be? So, I was trying to work on this porn joke the other day, and I'm not gonna waste your time with the joke because it's not ready. It's premature. But I feel like what I learned in trying to write this joke and experimenting with others was that you can't really, there's no right way to work on a porn joke, because you learn about the people you're testing it on. Like you get either like a feminist that's like, I don't think those women should have to go through that. That's so wrong that they should have to do that. They don't have to be there. It's a job. Like, they chose to be there because they're good at what they do. Now, like, it doesn't matter. You can't please the feminists no matter what you do. Because, like, let's say, for instance, if you're watching a porno and it's a very feminist-friendly porno, right? So, like, I watch a lot of porn, alright? Pardon my critique. It's going to take up a good chunk of this set. So, let's say, like, the guy is like, my goddess, my muse, I love you. Like, where do you want me? She's like, at the end of the line. Go past the black guys, take a left. If you see my donkey Pedro, you've gone too far. Back it up a little bit. To the Asians, that's my buffer zone, right in the middle there. It's gonna be a nice little surprise once I work my way there, because you're special. And it's your birthday. I went to a Dubuque Fighting Saints game the other day. Ooh. Sean was there because he had to be. That's his job. And, like, I'm not from around here. I'm from Fresno, California. And there's two things that are really big in Fresno, California. One of them is gang members who, coincidentally, they go by the name the Bulldogs, which is the same name as the Fresno State football team, the Fresno State Bulldogs, So like their chant, you know, like when you're in the hood, you hear gang members going like, oh, oh, oh. But at like Bulldogs games, you know, they do kind of the same thing. So it just, no one thinks about any crossover. Like you're either in gang territory or you're at a football game. So like, I'm at this Dubuque Saints game, and I'm not gonna say I got really drunk, but I got there. And I'm just, Now, Dubuque is nice people. Dubuque people don't fuck you up when you don't know where you are. If I were in Fresno and I were like, yeah, Penn State, it would molest me. The history hits as you think about it. So I did like the game though. It was a fun game. Like within the first 45 seconds, Sean probably remembers. I was talking to him earlier. He said he wasn't watching a lot of it, but there was a puck that flew over the guard glass, and a lady got hit just like right fucking in the neck with it. And like, you know you're in Dubuque, Iowa when you kick off an event with a domestic.
A solid joke.
Right? It actually happened too. Like I'll find the replay and I'll show you. Fucking, and then like at the halftime shit, they have the mascot come out and they played Gangnam Style for the Dubuque, Iowa mascot to, you know, dance and entertain everybody for their little halftime bit that they do. And like, it just seemed kind of so ironically American that at the halftime show, a bunch of Trump supporters are cheering during North Korean pop music. Maybe it's one of those things you had to be there. Yeah. Another thing that I thought was funny too is that at kind of every juncture they had during the game, they had the Zamboni come out, you know, where they sweep the ice and everything. And they, for one of the times that they had the guy come out to do that, they played this goofy little like baseball type song, like, I wanna drive a Zamboni when I grow up. Just some goofy shit like that. And like, if you look at the Zamboni driver, he's got on a pair of Beats by Dre, and he's not listening to the Zamboni song. Like,
He's also missing one.
he's in there listening to Freebird or fucking some petty, like self-help tutorials. Like, you are a strong, confident woman, and you don't need a man to make you feel complete. I don't know, I thought that would get a stronger reaction at the gay bar. The last joke I wanna do for you guys, you've kind of heard me do before, but there's an update, there's a patch, there's a Android 1.1 to this. So if you've ever been in a room with a fucking idiot, you've heard facts blurted out of nowhere that everybody just kind of knows. They're just common knowledge. Even if you forgot the fact, when somebody says it, you remember, I already fucking knew that. And a lot of the times, they'll say, and I guarantee you everybody here already knows this, that Coca-Cola used to put cocaine in Coca-Cola. Now, there's actually no used to about it. They still do. The medical industry has a contract with Coca-Cola that they pull out the cocaine for things like Novocaine and benzocaine and lidocaine, and that's how they make the good shit. And I'll find Jeff and we'll hook you up with something if anybody's looking at it. So once they've extracted that, they send the leaves, the coca leaves, over to Coca-Cola, and they use that to brew and to make Coca-Cola. So Coca-Cola still has cocaine in it to an extent. Moving on to Crystal Pepsi. I was gonna write a better punchline for that joke, and then Pepsi released Mountain Dew Ice. I'm gonna go find one and buy it right now. But that was my bit. You guys have been amazing. I love you all.
Keep it going for Tony Lee, everybody.